guys, welcome back. So let me just quickly show you how a 10 pan eyeshadow palette turns into a 9 pan eyeshadow palette in less than 5 seconds. Did you catch that? Okay, just in case you missed it, let me run it back. Watch the lower right hand portion of your screen. Yes, one of my whole eyeshadows fell right out of the pan as soon as I opened up my palette. Yeah, a whole eyeshadow gone. My shade Illuminate will not be illuminating because it's on my floor. So let's just go ahead and move on like that just didn't happen. So the palette I'm talking about today, you guys, is this new Bad Habit Cult Mystics palette. This palette retails for $24 on the Shop Hush website. And yes, it is a dupe for the Pat McGrath Mothership Subliminal palette, which I do not have to compare it to. So I'll just be talking about this palette today. Now this palette is very nicely made. There's a gorgeous mirror in here. As you can see, they included this nice little cellophane to cover your shades and protect them. And it does have some information about the shadows on this little covering here. Now it says there are 6 luxuriously smooth pressed powder shades and 4 silky baked powder shades, which are infused with a dash of cream. Now, although I do really love the silky baked powder shades, I'm not happy about one of mine completely falling out of the pan because it was so soft. So let's just go ahead and move on talking about this palette. I want to do some quick swatches for you guys. Now, I am going to swatch this whole palette. I do really like these eyeshadows. They're very highly pigmented, nicely pigmented, smooth. They do go on very nicely. For the pressed powders, there are only about 3 true matte shades in here, which is Pagan, Resurrection, and Vision, because the other 3 do have a bit of a satin finish to them. Now the baked powders, for maximum payoff and shine, it says to use your finger to apply them. I would suggest that you do use either Fix Plus or a glitter glue when applying them as well, because they can be a bit chunky and a little hard to work with. But the payoff is absolutely gorgeous with these shadows. So this is the whole palette swatched. Now, this is the look that I created today. I'm just going to quickly go through it. It's a very, very bold look using a lot of black and blue. But let's just jump right in. So I have already moisturized my face using the Fab Ultra Repair Cream, and I did go ahead and fill in my eyebrows using my IT Brow Power eyebrow pencil today. So I'm just going to use some of my MAC Paint Pot in the color Soft Ochre to set my eyelid in preparation for this look today. Now the first shadow that I'm going to go into is Vision, and I'm just going to use this on the upper portion of my eyelid, just kind of dragging it down into the front of my eyelid, using that as a nice transition shade. I'm going to go into Resurrection and use this to deepen up my crease. It's a nice deep brown shade, and I'm using that to kind of bring that dimension into my crease area. I started off with a fluffy brush and then kind of went in with a smaller tapered blending brush to get that right where I wanted it to be. Now I'm going to jump right into Karma, and I'm going to place this initially without wetting my brush, but I soon found that I really needed to wet my brush to go ahead and get that color to pop. I don't like using my fingers to apply eyeshadow, so you will rarely, if ever, see me do that. Now I'm going into Transcend, which is a very, very pretty glittery duochrome shade, and I'm using that on the inner corner of my eyelid, and I'm also dragging it just a little bit into my crease to create a bit of a design for this look, and I'm just packing that on nicely so you can see that shimmer. Now I'm going to go into Pagan, which is this really deep black shade, and I'm using that in my outer corner and I'm gently blending that into the blue, as well as dragging it just gently over that glitter shade, Transcend, just so it can kind of deepen up my crease a little bit more and bring this whole eye look together. Now let's go ahead and move on to the rest of my face. Today I'm using my Hourglass Veil Primer, and this primer has SPF 15 in it, so it will protect just a little bit from the sun, and it does have a little bit of white cast to it because of that, but I do like how this primer works. I'm going to color correct with my LA Girl Pro Conceal today in the color orange, just using that on some of the areas where I have a bit of discoloration, dark circles under my eyes and around my mouth. I'm using my NYX Total Control drops today for my foundation, and as you can see, it's very watery, so I'm just using a regular foundation brush to blend that all over my face. I find that that works a little bit easier for me when using a foundation that is this watery, just to get it to blend evenly around my face. As usual, I'm going to use my ColourPop No Filter Concealer today, and the color that I use is Deep Golden, using that to conceal under my eyes and to highlight the high points of my face. And I'm just going to take a beauty blender and blend that concealer in. I decided I wanted to go ahead and use this e.l.f. compact today. This is the Bronzed Violet Blush and Contour palette, and I really like it. I'm not into using creams that much, but I really like the gentle contour that he created on my face, and I like how the blush just nicely popped on my cheeks. So I'm just using my beauty blender to blend in that blush and contour on my face. Now I'm going in with my Bare Minerals to set under my eye. I almost forgot to set my concealer and set the rest of my face. So I'm using my Bare Minerals powder to just set under my eyes. And I'm also going to go on with my Black Radiant Soft Focus Finishing Powder just to set the rest of my face and make sure that foundation doesn't move. Now let's go back into the eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to take that black Pagan shade, and I'm just placing that on my lower lash line just below my eyelashes to really deepen and make this look extremely bold today. And I'm going to go over that with that blue shade Karma and just kind of place that blue over that black shadow. Now I'm going into this beautiful golden shade Absolution and just placing that on the very inner portion of my tear duct. And I'm using my Becca highlighter today, and this is in the color Champagne Pop, to highlight my upper cheekbones as well as my brow bone. I'm going in with my Wet n Wild Mega Volume Mascara today, just using that as mascara. I didn't use any eyeliner because I feel like this look is bold enough, but I'm using this mascara on my upper and lower lashes. I'm just gently lining my lips today with a dark brown lip liner, and I'm going in on top of that with my ColourPop Satin Lip, and this one is in the color Strip. It's a very nude shade, and I really wanted to go in with a light lip today since my eyes are so extremely bold. So I'm just placing that on my lips, and I'm going on top of it with one of my LA Colors High Shine lip glosses just to kind of make my lips pop as well without any color. So this is the final look today, you guys. As you can see, I went pretty bold, but I really like the way that this look came out. You can definitely wear this for a nighttime look, or if you're crazy like me, you can wear it during the day. But I would definitely say that this eyeshadow palette is extremely highly pigmented. I do love the shadows. I believe it's definitely worth $24. And if you're purchasing it because you can't afford the Pat McGrath palette, which is $125, you will definitely get your money's worth. So hopefully you guys like how this look came out today. Yes, I am very sad that I lost a whole shadow before I even got started, but you know, it happens. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all of your support, and I will catch you on the next one.